Today we're going to talk about GoFundMe, the most powerful way to amass a huge mass of money in the shortest period of time. Aside from robbing a bank or copyright strike people's video. Josh, why are you using the picture of a cockroach? We all know you're talking about Onision. I don't understand. Well, I'm just trying not to get striked by Onision, so I'm using the picture of my new pet. Greg. So let me give you a little bit of facts about my new pet. Greg is an American cockroach, also known as Periplanetsia americana. He is the largest cockroach found in homes and he can grow very big and is of a reddish color. But let's go back to GoFundMe. GoFundMe is the most popular, probably, crowdfunding website that so far has been used for many worthy causes like Time's Up Legal Defense Fund, a campaign to help survivors of sexual assault and harassment, has raised so far $24 million. Saving Kata, another great campaign aimed at helping a 6-year-old boy that suffers from San Filippo syndrome, a fatal brain disorder that currently hasn't got a cure, has raised $1 million. And Houses for the Rohingya Refugees that aims at doing exactly what the title says, providing houses for the Rohingya refugees persecuted in Myanmar, that so far raised $2 million in donations. All wonderful causes, but where there are good people, there are also bad people trying to make a quick buck, like Onision. Onision had 2 GoFundMe campaigns, one to help him fix the wetland he destroyed, a campaign he later called a prank during a mukbang video because cereals are the new cigarettes, and the real campaign to help him fund a free website. So yes, GoFundMe has been home of some bizarre campaigns. And this brings us to Stepanka. Stepanka? Stepanka! Okay, we don't have a picture of her because she actually deleted her Twitter account after I called her out. So let's talk about her. On April the 1st, 2019, she tweeted this. Can you guys tweet this out to your followers? A family friend needs a life-saving heart surgery for their 15-month-old, and I'm trying to help. For some reason, Onision was tagged in a tweet. I believe because Onision is gullible, which makes Stepanka very calculated, and I'll tell you why really soon. So, as easily predicted, to make sure everybody understood how nice of a person he really is, Onision decides to tweet and retweet the retweets of the campaign 33 times. He also made a video titled This is Urgent, Please Help, where he talked about it. And another video, not about the campaign, but where he tried to slide that in to remind everyone that not all the heroes wear capes, some have rosacea. So when I heard of the campaign, I didn't really think much of it. Someone told me something like, hey, your friend is finally doing something, is finally helping someone. And I thought, and I told them, come on, that's Onision, that can't be right. If we look into it, we will surely find something wrong. And I wasn't the only one expressing doubts about the campaign. Vegan YouTuber and sperm impersonator Vegan Gains, together with porn star skinny white boy Mr. Epsilon, expressed doubts for good reasons. Now, as soon as Onision started talking about it, on April the 3rd and 6th, we received some messages and started looking into it. But the more we looked into it, the more strange things we found. So we did what we usually do. We collected everything. And all the data from all people involved and not didn't match. So on the 7th of April, we asked 2 freelancers we used to collect data. Look, we found this and that. We still need all the other things. Please help us. We collected 5 gigabytes of data. We talked to professionals, made plenty of phone calls, and talked to a ton of people. And before explaining what's going on, I want you to understand that making this video gives me no pleasure, because we are still talking about a child with a real problem. That is actually true, but you've been misled and lied for money. And yes, I stand by every single word I'm saying. My opinions might be wrong, the data is not. Let me show you. The original campaign was created on the 16th of March 2019 by a user named Diane on behalf of STEPANKA MATTO, fundraised for medical purpose, and it was based in Danbury, Connecticut, and the description read and still reads This is Sofia, and she is 15 months old. She needs surgery urgently. She has a patent ductus arteriosus with mild hemodynamic repercussion due to a cardiac murmur with echocardiographic diachronic of PCA with dilated left ventricles. She needs this surgery as soon as possible, and with your help, we can save her life and give her the opportunity to grow healthy and strong like other kids. But the campaign really started on April the 1st, only when Stepanka tweeted this out. And right from the beginning, for about 13 long days, people kept asking for proof, kept asking questions like, oh, please give us more info. It sounds a little bit strange. And so it happened. On April the 13th, Diane finally wrote the first update. First off, I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for all the donations that I received so far for Sofia. They will be a huge help for her and our family. Currently, Sofia is in the hospital getting checked up and the doctors are currently on watch. She has been connected to the wires and is feeling uncomfortable and festy since she doesn't like it and wants to go home. At this moment, she feels delicate, but she's using all her strength to move on because she wants to leave. Please, help us out. This is not a lie. We really wanted to grow up healthy and strong. Thank you for all your prayers and support. We really appreciate it. By April the 13th, we already had everything we needed. We contacted everyone, professionals, hospitals, GoFundMe, and so on. We were okay with it. We were ready to make our video, but I decided to wait. I don't mind waiting 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. My videos are never rushed out. And because the story is about a little girl, I wasn't really sure to talk about it at all. But when comments started disappearing on the campaign, I kind of started changing my mind. So I left a comment a while back asking for more information on this girl's situation, such as verifiable information about her medical condition, her identity, her family, medical records. I came back today to check up on this campaign and my comment has disappeared. That's strange because I didn't delete it. My comment also got many likes, which shows that other people are also interested in getting more information before sending their money to this campaign. Not sure why my comment disappeared, but if you are in charge of this campaign and wants donation, it will be appreciated if you could provide verifiable information. Stepanka also mysteriously deleted his comment on the campaign saying, prayers to your family. I hope that the funds are raised for this surgery and that Sofia lives a long, healthy and beautiful life. This comment is gone. Why? Our interest grew, but I still wasn't 100% sure to talk about it because, let's be honest, I'm a father, I too have a young baby girl, and I thought, okay, they're not being 100% honest, but who cares? This wouldn't be the first time I pretend not to see things. But 1 day later, on April the 14th, just 1 day later, one of our people told us they got in touch with Diane and started asking her questions. They started asking for more info about this campaign and the girl's medical situation, such as verifiable information about her medical condition, the hospital, medical records, anything that could help to prove the validity of the campaign itself. So we told them, okay, keep talking to Diana, but just be honest to her and let us know what she says. Remember, by now, we already knew what we needed to know. So we were just watching and waiting. At this point, I was also contacting my subscribers, some of you, explaining them what I knew to hear their thoughts, because I still wasn't sure what to do with all this information. I kept watching because Sofia is a beautiful girl and I'm a dad. And although we already knew what was going on, I thought, okay, this family could get a ton of money and Sofia can get a ton of new toys and be happy. But it's been more than a month and these people haven't been honest to us. Well, the problem is that her name is not Sophia. They don't live in Connecticut and the kid doesn't need a surgery. Literally. By what they wrote on the campaign, by what they try to make you believe, literally, you're not giving money for a surgery and you're not saving anyone. These people are from Ecuador. And the child doesn't need an operation anymore because she already had the surgery. She's fine. The people that helped me contacted GoFundMe. GoFundMe told them to share the data with them, report the campaign to the authorities, but I said, no, wait. I don't want to share anything yet. Diane and Stepanka told you, and they're still trying to sell you the story that this child needs this urgent surgery, so you have to give them money. And I quote, she needs this surgery as soon as possible, and with your help, we can save her life and give her an opportunity to grow healthy and strong like the other kids. But let's go back to that April 13th update, now mysteriously deleted, that read, first off, I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for all the donations that I received so far for Sophia. They will be a huge help for her and our family. Currently, Sophia is in the hospital getting checked up and the doctors are currently on watch. She has been connected to the wires and is feeling uncomfortable and feisty since she doesn't like it and wants to go home. At this moment, she feels delicate, but she's using all her strength to move on because she wants to leave. Please, help us out. This is not a lie. We really wanted to grow up healthy and strong. Thank you for all your prayers and support. We really appreciate it. Now, keep in mind, the update that I've just read you has been deleted. The truth is that when this update was written, Sophie already had the surgery. The family has simply borrowed the money from friends and relatives and thought that with a GoFundMe campaign, they could have easily repaid everyone. And the question is, if you knew that from the very start, would you have donated? So, about a week later, we decided to get in touch with the person that got in contact with Diane and tell them, look, try to tell Diane that we know what's going on, that we know the kid is fine and we're happy about that. And we called the hospital, they confirmed everything, and that we are in contact with an Ecuadorian surgeon. Try to tell her that we know everything, that we know that the child is not in the hospital anymore, and that we know that she's just plain lying about it, and just to be honest to everyone. Because people really believe they are saving a child, when that's not the case. They could use that money for someone else that really needs an urgent surgery. And this is what she wrote. I made a GoFundMe when they told us she needed surgery and hasn't been updated since then. Since the surgery was an emergency and couldn't wait any longer, we had to ask people to lend us money. Now that she has had the surgery, we need to pay back the people we asked money for. And that's okay, but if you haven't updated it since you've created the campaign, why the first update is still about a dying child that needs a very urgent surgery and allegedly is still dying in a hospital? That is not true. Why not being honest about it? Just tell everyone, okay, sorry about it, we were late. We got the money, but we have to give the money back to all our friends and family. Instead, they are still trying to sell you the story that this child is dying in a hospital and they need $25,000 and unless they get the money, they will never be able to have that surgery and save this child. We don't know exactly when the surgery happened, but the hospital told us that it happened before the April 13th update. And when we asked about it, they told us that the child wasn't even there anymore. And that's the problem. So if you gave $5 or $50 to save a child, you literally haven't. You just helped a family to repay a debt. Between around the 15th and 20th of April, I started explaining what I already knew to some of my followers to ask for advice because I still wasn't sure to make this video. And I asked them some questions, some of which are, would you donate to someone that needs an urgent surgery, like a 15-month-old baby? And everyone told me, yes, of course. And then I asked, knowing what I just told you, would you have ever donated to this family to repay this medical bill? And they told me, all of them, no. I'd rather use the money for someone that needs an urgent surgery. And then I asked them, knowing that they are still selling the story of this girl dying in hospital bed and she still needs a surgery when that's not the case. What should I do? Should I make this video? And everyone told me, yes, you should. Since I talked to my followers, it's been 3 weeks. I've been 3 weeks just thinking about it. They live in a tough country and that money could make a huge difference for their family. The child had heart problems and she got through a surgery. So I thought, okay, let's wait. Maybe, just maybe, they do the right thing. And I thought, I'm okay if they write a new update and just tell the truth. I'll pretend I haven't seen anything, but it bothered me. No, not for the lies. Lies cover reasons. It bothered me because they asked for money under a false pretense. When it comes to kids, it's difficult, and I wish I would have never known all these things. People tried everything. One person contacted Diana and told her, you're asking for $25,000 and nearly got half of it. If you already paid for the surgery as you told me, then show us the receipts. Otherwise, I will have to do what GoFundMe told me, which means report you to the authorities and give all the data to them. We checked this conversation. We checked all the emails they exchanged to one another. And we can confirm that this conversation has happened. It's 100% real. It came from the same Diane we tried to contact before. Diane never replied. Instead, she decided to change her name on the campaign, the location, blocked all comments for a while. So this person decided to send her one last email. Hello Diane, I hope you understand people's concern. I've noticed you've deleted all comments from the campaign, comments of people that donated requesting you more info. This has happened multiple times already. That's a bit unfair, don't you think? Could you please share the receipts of the hospital? You told me you've already paid. Can we see how much you've paid? Looking forward to hearing from you. And that was important for us because we also got in touch with a surgeon from Ecuador that told us that their surgery shouldn't be that expensive. It also depends on the kind of method they used because there are different options. And that the hospital they've used, we know the hospital, we got in touch with them, is a worker affiliated hospital, meaning that if one of the parents works, they can have access to virtually all treatments for free. And the surgeon also told us that in Ecuador, if the operation was a life-saving operation, that surgery would have been free anyway, in most cases. And we know that both parents work. And this Ecuadorian surgeon told us that asking for money using that story after receiving the operation, now I'm using his words translated to English, is absurd. We know everything we needed to know to make this video. For example, we know who everyone is and when things happened. But there are still a lot of unanswered questions. For example, did Stepanka knew about it? It seems so, because after reading the last GoFundMe update, remember, the April 13th update is gone. Is magically disappeared. Dave wrote a new update saying, hello, my name is Diane and I'm Sofia's aunt. STEPANKA MATTO is our dear friend who we trust and who gave us the idea to open a GoFundMe to help out Sofia. Stepanka will be helping us withdraw the funds and delivering it to us via check. Help spread the word. After this new update, I tweeted this. Onision, do not let STEPANKA MATTO withdraw the GoFundMe money. They lied to us all. The child is fine. She was already okay. You saved no one. Sorry. My video's coming. Sorry, I had to think. After my tweet, she went super defensive for about 12 hours, saying things like, oh, this fucking guy is doubting on me, or something like that, trying to show proof that did not prove anything, and then deleted a Twitter account. That's why I cannot show you anything, because it happened very quickly while I was sleeping and nobody saved her tweets. But there are other unanswered questions. For example, how much did the surgery cost? And why it seems that apart from Diane, no one knew about this campaign? And is Onision a villain or just an idiot promoting anything that could make him look good? I'd say he's just an idiot. And why isn't he even able to save a child on GoFundMe? He always told us that he saved thousands of people, and this was the only proof we had he actually saved someone. And now, not even that, we are left with nothing. Now, they deleted the April 13th update and reinstated all the comments and wrote a new update. Before deleting her account, Stepanka wrote on Twitter that they proved everything to GoFundMe without actually showing anything. Fair enough, let's accept what she said. So, why deleting the April 13th update? My theory is that a couple of days ago they showed some kind of proofs to GoFundMe because GoFundMe blocked her the withdraw option under my request. But they thought, okay, we're gonna show them this proof, but this doesn't really match with what we wrote on April the 13th. So let's get rid of that update and then show this proof to GoFundMe. What's going on? Because this campaign is a mess. I kept my mouth shut for a month and I would have pretended to not know anything if they came out with an update saying, oh, sorry, we forgot to tell you, we had the surgery, we just need to give the money back for the operation. Please help our family. No. Instead, they wrote, oh, Stepanka is going to help us with the money and she will be delivering it to us by check. What? The moral of this video is, please, before you donate, make sure that the people involved give you all information you need. I'm glad Sophie got her operation and she's fine. I'm glad, I'm so happy, but that's not the point anymore. It took me a month to understand and accept that I had to make this video. And it's probably time people get the money back and donate it to someone that really needs an urgent surgery. Not paying for someone's death, because if they found the money through family and friends, that's not your problem anymore.